And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with, what is this? Julia is here this morning. So glad to see you.
It's great to be here, Scotty Ray.
Musical chairs as we get here. As we mentioned before, we got a lot of guests this morning.
We got a full house. I tried to sleep in.
We're full of police with guns, one coroner, one ex-coroner. There ain't no telling what's going to happen. And what do? I'm scared to ask.
Work for the Department of Corrections.
Oh, boy. Yeah. We
can handle the winner and the loser of the fight.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We've got Chief Deputy coming in from Clarke County. Barry White is here with us, and we'll turn the camera around so everybody take a look at Barry. Y'all going to have to get a little bit closer so everybody can see one another. And also, we've got Chief Randal Davis that's going to be with us as well. If y'all, Chief, if you'll move to the right, a little bit closer to Barry there, the opposite way we can get you on camera there. There we go.
Like you like each other.
All right, if you get your mic closer to you where everybody be able to hear you. Yeah, just feel free to talk there. We're glad to have you all. A lot going on there. We've got the coroner over to our right. She's here to talk also. Whew, I'm out of breath. A lot going on.
I don't know why you need me.
Oh, you're here for entertainment purposes. Greg sends condolences that he couldn't be here with you today.
We're not sad about it.
It does look a little better on that side of the Odie's face just glows red.
The bar is low.
It does. Yeah. Barry, if you get that mic just a little bit closer to you there, everybody be able to hear you. There we go there. Now, as we do this, Greg's got the morning off. Odie's got the morning off.
Nobody's working.
Nobody wanted to be around us and play cowboy games today.
I really don't.
Just kind of forced?
Yeah.
So you're back in town. Anything new in your world this week?
No, just getting back in the swing of things. You know, when you've been out of town and got to get your house back in order and the desk is stacked up and you just got to catch up on things. So
you had been at the Republican National Convention for a good week there.
Right.
Now, tell me your thoughts on this. I saw this early this morning of where Trump wants to postpone until Kamala is listed as the official candidate before he will agree to a debate. Have you seen all of that?
Yeah, and I think that's completely reasonable. You don't know why schedule things. They've got a convention in a very short period of time, so everybody just hold on. We'll everybody take a little breather, let their convention work out. And she is the presumed candidate right now, but they need to officially do it because it's the person that the people elected has backed out. So I think everybody just wants to see how their convention goes, and as soon as they make it official, then they can get back to campaigning.
Now, this is our on-the-ground report.
I am not. These are just my personal opinions.
Your personal opinion on this is I saw this from that FBI guy who is trying to say, okay, he really didn't get shot. I'm pretty sure a dude was on a roof. I saw some blood, and there was 8 shots fired.
He got shot.
Why do that? Are they trying to make it to where he can't say I was shot at?
You know, one of the wonderful things about the United States of America is freedom of speech, and one of the not so wonderful things about the United States of America is the freedom of speech. And I think, anytime something like this happens, there's a conspiracy theorist on both sides, and people just like to hear themselves talk. So I don't know.
You think that's kind of where that kind of falls?
I mean, somebody was going to say it didn't really happen.
Now, Barry, both of y'all have been around shootings before. Barry, I'll let you. You saw that as a shooting.
Yes, it was a shooting. No doubt. No doubt he got shot. I mean, just by the grace of God, he just got his ear.
And do y'all think that took a little long for the Secret Service lady to resign? Chief, what would have happened if something like that would have happened in Marion? Mayor Gill would have asked for your resignation immediately, wouldn't you think?
I would turn it in. You would have to answer.
It goes back to what happened at that school out in Texas where they just bungled it all up.
Right.
And it should have been handled a lot quicker there also. you've got to have confidence in what you do and the people that are protecting you. And I've said this before: it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican. What that Secret Service does, it affects both of you.
Right.
You want the absolute best for our
Absolutely.
elected officials.
Yeah. Well, it's important, to protect our country, that our leaders are protected.
Which leads into the next thing. And again, I say this I don't care who you are, meaning whether you're a Democrat or Republican, the people that showed up in Washington with the spray paint and burned our American flag, should that not have been right there, pause, stop, the moment that somebody pulled down on American soil, seeing the flag go down and a match hit it? Should National Guard, should somebody have showed up?
They should have come in there and took care of that situation.
Rubber bullets or whatever you want to call it.
They should have went in there and squashed that right then. There's no reason to allow people to tear up monuments, paint them, whatever, take our flag down and put another country's up.
Oh,
That's not right.
That burned me. That again, y'all, I want y'all to realize this. This is not at some embassy that we're watching way off and we're on some foreign soil. This is America.
That's failure for the federal government to protect our stuff, our property. They knew he was coming. They knew he was going to speak. Why didn't they have the National Guard out there to protect our monuments?
I have to agree with that.
I would invite those people to come down here and do it and explain it to us, and then we'll take care of that problem.
I don't think it would work so well in the South,
I don't think it would, but
especially the rule.
but we're hospitable, so you're welcome to come.
Now, just for the record, y'all, Atlanta ain't the South no more. I want y'all to know that.
True.
That's a whole different country altogether, Atlanta, if you pass through there. Things are changing. 12 lanes of traffic. It's almost like going down I-55. Okay, it's only got 3 over there, but hey.
Somebody wanted to know how to get involved with the Mississippi or with the Lauderdale County Republican Party, and we have a meeting 5:30 on
She got to look.
I know. I keep messing it up. It is this coming Monday.
Where do you hold it at?
It's going to be upstairs at Weidman. So if you're interested, you want some information, 5:30 this coming Monday, upstairs at Weidman's, and just show up. And
it's good food.
I don't even know what we're doing for food. I don't know. My husband organized it, so don't expect a whole lot out of that kind of stuff. But we'll have all the information.
Did she just slam her husband?
She clowned on him, yeah.
I heard that.
It's
That
okay.
poor man. There's a lot of people that pray for him every night since you become part of the show.
Well, y'all really need to, because he has the same cold that I had last week. But, it's real hit or miss if we're going to make it.
What's he going to do? She works for the Department of Corrections.
Yeah, that's true. And y'all be careful with this. As you brought that up, I cannot tell you the amount of people that have called me and go, hey, I'm sick. I've got COVID. I've got something. And they're sneezing. It's going around
it is.
again.
But it's the exact same cold that I had a few days ago. But we don't know if he's going to make it through.
Oh, it's
Because he
tougher
is
on a man.
Yeah, it is tough. But
y'all-
he's pretty pitiful.
You two can tell me, is it not tougher on a man than a woman? It's it's a law. It's true. It's in the DNA. Women can give birth to a baby. A man couldn't do that.
No.
I'm just being
You're
honest.
correct.
We could not do that.
I'm not a good patient.
You're finally right about something, Scotty Ray.
And I can't do a cold. I think back of when I had the heart attack and lay there and couldn't move for like 6 weeks. That cold may rank right up there with that.
Yeah.
It's pretty horrible there.
I've been told I'm not a good patient, so I'm not going to say
You've been in the hospital enough.
Yes.
This man, you got your own wing.
My youngest sister, she hates to go to the hospital with me because I embarrass her.
You get embarrassed there. Get that mic a little bit closer there. Yeah.
She tells me I'm a horrible patient.
There you go. What would you whine or what do you do?
I get frustrated because I can't get out.
What it gets bad there when you're in that little room there and you sit there for hours and they go, I'm sorry, we don't have a room available. So we're just going to leave you here for another 30, 40 minutes. No, back up.
No, the places I've been, I've had real good care. I cannot complain about the care, but I'm just not a good patient to the people that are around me. So
Oh, I can imagine.
yeah.
Green beans are us.
Yeah.
That's what they need to call these places.
Always look at it as just taking a break.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vacation time at the hospital. And you have to look forward to maybe you might get that little cup of ice cream. Just maybe you'll get that one day.
If you
Depends
act
upon
right.
your diet. of what they're going to give you. It is already it's 10 minutes after. We're going to find out what the chief is doing here. He's been quiet over there. Did your wife tell you couldn't talk this morning?
I'm around some new people here. I know everybody. And, you know what I mean? All these beautiful ladies and everybody. And Odin's not sitting over there. So
We'll be right back with the chief. A big deal going on in downtown Marion tomorrow. We'd love to have you come out. He's going to tell us what to expect tomorrow morning, bright and early, downtown Marion. We'll be right back.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? Paris Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers, we have top quality equipment for rent on a project-to-project basis. All our equipment is expertly maintained for peak performance, ensuring you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Paris Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with, I almost called her Odie, but yes, Julia is here.
Same thing.
It's a habit. I mean, y'all do look a lot. No, you don't.
No, oh my Lord.
Did I make a mistake?
Oh, bad mistake. I mean,
I'm gonna have some class and not pick on people that aren't here. Unlike
Scotty, everybody waits till Friday to see Julia because she brings that smile. You know, at the end of the week, you got the smile at the end of the week. So everybody waits till Friday.
Yes, they do.
Thank you. Can you say that real loud for Greg? He's hard of hearing at his age.
I'll see him this afternoon. I'll tell him in person.
Thank you.
We have to give thanks when thanks is due, and this morning we do. We had an incident on Valley Road where a tree fell onto a home. You've heard me often talk when storms roll up, get away from a room that has a tree overhanging it. And let me show you a miracle here that happened this morning. Minor injuries.
Oh, wow.
Split the home in half as this tree fell through. Here's a different view of it, right through that mobile home. And that could have turned out so much worse than it did. Thank goodness there was only that. But as you think of this, a brick home is the same thing. It's going to cave in just like this did. No matter what your home is, if you've got a tree overhanging your home when a storm hits, get away from that room.
Yeah.
It could turn that way. Chief, as we get ready for tomorrow, is it 8 a.m. we need to be in?
8 a.m.
What's happening? What are you doing?
This is our annual school drive for the kids. As you know, like say, we have kids in all these areas show up the first day of school with nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was reminded of last night by a teacher that was helping me organize everything. But again, it's just for just to make sure that the kids has enough supplies to get started, have that confidence to go to work when they get there instead of looking at other kids not having what they need, and and it's embarrassing to them.
Yes.
And so this just said, and hey, listen, we're going to open the doors to everybody. I don't care where they come from, Clarke County, Hines, West Alabama, we don't care. We up around about the 1,000 backpack area right now.
That's wonderful.
So we're looking good, thanks to certain people.
Yeah.
And donations.
Now, what time do people get there? I know you start giving it away at 8 a.m.
People be there, I promise you, at 06 in the morning waiting. And as you know, when we did our our Christmas drive last year, Scotty was here with me. We had a lady there was sitting there at 4:30 in the morning. And it was just like, like the new iPhone coming out, waiting on whatever. And so that lets you know how important this is, and as you start doing it, you understand how important it is for these drives to go. But I tell you this, what I am glad to see is more people doing it. And that's because the stuff I give them might not last them about a couple months, but school goes on all year. So we got to keep this going. And, because like I say, I'm a big component of education and kids, getting their education. To be honest, that's why a lot of them's in trouble. We have got away from the school system. The parents are in the streets themselves. So what do you expect the kids to do?
Right.
But instead of, just talking about it, I want to be a big help. I want to be part of that, getting them back to where they need to be.
So what will they get when they come up, when you stand in line? What should a parent expect?
They'll stand in line. First of all, we got a major company here that donated a lot of food. We're going to have hamburgers, hot dogs. We're going to have snow cones. But back to the work, they'll start out with a backpack. The next section will probably be pencils, pens, notebooks, rulers, paper, index card, everything they need to get started for the year.
School. When does school start, Julie?
The week after next.
After next,
Yeah, the second week of August, I think, for us.
How many
Like we
kids
start
did
like
y'all
midweek.
Last year was around close to about 800.
That's a lot of kids.
That's
Yes,
a lot.
and we expected more this year. It could get to the point where we might have to run back to the store, but I'm prepared for that too.
Yeah.
How many years have y'all been doing this now?
This was 7, and this was it wasn't an accident. I had got a call from a local teacher, and she knew we had did certain things in the community. She said, "Hey, I got 2 little girls here that showed up with nothing." So right then I'm going like, I never thought about the schools, and there it was. We just started.
That's a
the
good
school
reason.
drive and went on and like I say, from there on, we have started visiting the schools and seeing what's going on. I would go there to drop off somebody. It's sad to see that kids are sitting in there, and the other kids went on field trips, and they sit there because they don't have $3 or $4, and they can't go. Man, how discouraging is that?
It is very.
And that's why again, some of them are in trouble. They're in trouble. They're going to say, this is not going to happen again no matter what. And, I can sit there and, and guess, but this is not a guess. I've been there, done that, and I've seen it. So, and then just to see people show up early just to get a little something, they need it. They need it.
I'm sure there's somebody watching goes, I'd like to help because this does sound like a, can they still bring something to you to the town hall?
Absolutely. Because guess what, Odie? After tomorrow, when I shut it down, well, I got the single parents that didn't get off till 5. Where's Randal at? I got to go back up there. And it's going to go on for about a month. My staff, the clerks up there, they hate me, I know.
They do realize.
Because here it is. Somebody up there Monday, I'm somewhere else, and they said, hey, does he have anything left? And I got a lot of churches, they're calling me too. They want to put some, can you help us too? So it's been a busy week. Gonna be a busy day.
Yes.
Gonna be a busy night, and we'll be busy tomorrow. But I enjoy it. I just like bringing something else to the table, being on the law enforcement side.
So if you're watching your business, or if you're an individual, you got $10, or maybe you've gone out and you bought a couple of backpacks, you want to do it, go by Marion. If you're not there, the mayor might be around. All those nice ladies up front.
And like I said, I want to thank Mayor Gill for letting me keep this going. He's a great guy. He's gas all the way, no let up, man. So I like a guy like that. He keeps the pressure on me, and I think that keep the pressure on him. We complement each other. And of course, do we agree on everything? No. But he's a great guy. Love that guy. Mayor Gill, if you listen, thanks for what you let me do. But again, this is for the community. Like I say, I don't care where they come from. It doesn't matter. If they show up from West Alabama, well, let it be. We're going to make sure that they get everything that they need.
All right, give us the times and the location of Town Hall.
It's going to be at 0800, 8 o'clock at the Marion Town Hall. I know people going to get on me about, say, well, Randal, why you do it to Shriners Cooler? I'm a traditional guy, too. I'm very traditional. I got to go back to where my roots were. That's where we started at. Yeah, it's going to be hot. It might be raining. But guess what? We're going to get them packs out. I guarantee you that.
Town Hall, Highway 45 North is where they're located. You go
Yep.
if you're coming from inside the city, you go through the four-way stop. It'll be on your left. If you're coming from the Lauderdale side, it'll be on the right-hand side after the four-lane
I
quits.
feel like there will be a few cars there.
Yeah, bye.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Drive
packed
till you see
out.
all the cars.
Yeah, you drive through, it's gonna be packed out. But like I said again, me and my team, and I got a good team. I got a good group of volunteers that come by, and if anybody want to volunteer and help pass out, that'll be great too. But like I said,
He
it should
does.
be a good time for the kids. But the main thing is, we have to, as a community, as whoever, we got to make sure that these kids have the tools to get started. We got to.
Downtown Marion's where it'll happen tomorrow.
Downtown.
Up and coming, we've got the coroner. She's got something to say. We got Barry White. He's got a lot to talk about. Donkeys. Harold's been
Where
getting
is
pictures.
Harold?
In the barn.
But you did put him up in case it rains.
Yes, he's always.
He's such a celebrity nowadays.
man. People stop at the fence if he's down by the road. They'll take pictures. They'll feed him and just.
I'm telling you, I got a video of Harold where somebody stopped and they rolled down their window and he starts honking. He's like a movie star, y'all.
Yeah.
And we're talking about
I've never met him.
Clarke 3, the biggest donkey there is in Clarke County, a part of the Sheriff's Department, who's just photogenic. He, you need to go with us today to meet Harold, because Harold is something else. Plus, we're going to tell you about Marion Public School District Police Department, along with MPD. Lauderdale County made a big arrest yesterday. We were there. We'll show you that next as we begin today.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Miss Julia. And
Hello.
If Greg was here, he'd talk about how you got here. I'm not going to do that.
Greg is really wearing out this broom joke. We got it.
I'm hearing that there's a new broom being made for you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you. And Barry, you
he
got
really needs
advice from your ex-boss a moment ago. Said you need to
He
smile.
just told me to smile. I mean, I thought I would.
There he goes.
I'm sorry.
So glad to have everybody. Now, let's take a look at this. This was the scene yesterday. As we got word last week that the weekend of July 12th through the 14th, the Marion Public Schools have been broken into. I had some pictures of people on bicycle, and here is how it all went down yesterday afternoon. Now, if you'll see the gentleman there in the tree, let me do some still pictures to where you can get a good look at what was going on yesterday. As we pull here is a person being put into a police car. As we go through this, this is a Meridian Public School police car. And a lot of people didn't realize that Meridian Public Schools has their own police force. They do. They investigate crimes just like everybody else. That's him being escorted to the car.
This is for the items stolen from the school.
Correct.
Okay. Well, it's a little early. I just connected all that.
And if you were in the area yesterday and you kept noticing all of the police, it was not a car chase. He was spotted on foot and then darted behind a home. So police were circling. It was probably 20 police cars circling the area trying to locate him. And eventually, as
They
you
got
see,
him.
and it's a pet grooming store. Is the best in the curve there on Poplar Springs Drive.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be like I think a Sefco years ago, but now it's pet grooming. That right there is about where it all went down
Where it
yesterday.
like dips down.
Yeah. Poplar Springs. That was glad they were caught. You can't be taken from the kids because they need that stuff.
Somebody asked Chief if you can come by with stuff today at Town Hall, and you
Absolutely. We're going
Yes.
to take it up until the moment. So, absolutely. If they bring monetary, if they drop off tablets, pencil, we're going to take it today.
All right, we need to put out an APB on this because I think we can all relate to this. We got a missing pup that we need found
pretty
here.
baby.
This is Marley, and she is missing from the Harper Road, Freedom Baptist Church Road area. If you happen to see this pretty young lady floating around, please get her home.
She is pretty.
Yeah, and let's see what else we got going on. We'll come back to that once Stella's in with us over here. We had someone that is being sent to prison. Now, this is just as bad as it gets. As we pull this up, here's the story here. Pearl River man is sentenced to 10 years in prison for, you see the word there on the screen, incest. There isn't a prison far enough away to be locked up for something like this.
You're right.
It's disgusting, and that's my thoughts on that. I won't go where I really want to go with that. We'll just
I'm
leave
proud
it
of you.
You have to sometimes fight back what's in your head. And I think everybody in the room had that same thought about the same time I did.
I'm thinking just 10 years.
Yeah, that's just not enough, is it?
Mississippi?
Yeah, Mississippi. We do see that we got somebody wanted by Eric Clarke. And Eric Clarke wants you, they usually find you. As we pull up our wanted poster here that he has sent to us, Bobby Joe is wanted there for the intervention court violation warrant. Eric and his team is looking. If you happen to know where she is, inbox us, inbox the police department. They'll be glad to handle it from there. We had a fire yesterday, and I didn't think you could get lost in Lauderdale, Mississippi, but yes, I did.
I got lost this morning.
You did? Yeah.
Coming out here.
Yes.
It's not that bad,
Barry's
Barry.
going to make Scotty Ray move.
You need to move closer to Meridian.
How do you get there so fast?
You got to be there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking on my way here this morning. I mean, you have something pop off in town, you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you do it?
Well, don't
Somebody
get
wrote a song about it.
They shouldn't
No,
they?
they did.
Oh, that's right.
You got to get you a chopper, man.
But I was.
Yeah, I just gave my idea, by the way.
That is not a bad idea.
Let's small.
But I went to Lauderdale yesterday. It was a fire. And somehow or another, I took a road and I ended up on a dirt road. And then I finally figured I'm supposed to be near Ralph Morgan's house. And I go past Ralph's and I take a right and I go. And then it turns dirt, and I go some more, and then I finally find the entire volunteer fire department. They're on scene here, and it wasn't that big of a fire. I want to point that out. But boy, this was back in there. As we look at this, as the firemen showed up on scene. I think it was a freezer that actually caused the original fire there, and I was a little late on that one because I didn't know where I was going. I'm gonna look.
It
at
looks like it was in the backwoods of Lauderdale County.
It was never said. I don't know if anybody else beside me had ever been there before the sheriff's department. It is back there, but everybody was okay. That's the good news out of that story. But I'll read a map a little bit closer there. Down in your neck of the woods, Barry, explain to me what went on here.
County Road 370, just the other side of the interstate. I think the road may have been a little wet. Lost control, hit a tree. Had one trapped. They got them out. As far as I know, minor injuries. They
And that's
transported to
good.
Anderson's. That was yesterday around lunch, I think.
Man, it can happen quickly. I've stumbled upon many a wreck that has that trapped, and you have to really put yourself if someone you're sitting at home right now, think, but if you're ever trapped, it's a panic feeling.
Yeah.
When you cannot get out, it ain't kosher. And it would seem, and people are responding to the scene, and I'm sure it feels like an eternity if you're that person that is sitting there, get me out, get me out.
I feel like I'd be scared to catch on fire.
Oh, you had to say that.
That would be I'd be sitting there waiting for it to explode.
I couldn't. We had another incident.
gosh.
Look at this, y'all. This is going to be on Kemper Martin Road. Off in the gully it went, and due to rain. And let me show you here. Here's a different view of that, how it went off in there.
What is our week total on rain? I just feel like it's
It's been a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not over yet.
yeah.
Whew. All right, y'all hang tight. We're going to put Stella in the seat now over
hot
here
seat.
where Chief Randal is.
Yes.
He's running.
We're going to
he
have a
wants
flashlight in her
off.
eyes.
I got to go and
You got things
He's
to
ready.
do. Look, Chief, we want to say thank you for coming by again.
Yes,
Everybody
yes,
watching.
yes.
8 a.m. tomorrow downtown.
Yeah. And Scott, I want to say one thing. I want to thank the community. And you know, a lot of people look at a lot of barriers, race or whatever. It's not a factor here. Everybody comes together and makes stuff happen, and they let people know it can happen this way. And I hate people when they bring up factors
Right.
and stuff like that. There's no factors with us. You know
No.
what I mean? People make it happen. You know what I mean? That's where we need to get back to, for
Yeah.
sure.
Let's do that. 8 a.m. downtown Marion,
Downtown.
Mississippi. If you've got a child that needs a book bag, crayons, or a pencil, have them there tomorrow morning when they can get that.
Yep.
That's it. We won't give out his cell number. We just give his street address where he lives.
Everybody else got it, so it don't matter.
Thank you, Chief. We appreciate you. So much more coming up at the Scotty Ray Report. We'll be right back.
Same with my phone.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinara Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride.
Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your future today at Structural Steel. Call 483-5381.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Julia.
Hello.
She looks so much better than Odie would sitting here.
Lord,
And
yes.
she's got red on. Did y'all notice this?
I think it's like
Orange.
pink and orange, but I mean, it's close enough.
Let's look at our special guests.
That's
if
in
they
late
wore
orange
red.
over there.
No,
No.
nobody
What,
participates.
well, you sort of got red hair.
Sort of.
The only reason Greg does
It's
is Greg does it is because you buy his wardrobe.
Greg has no hair.
That's, she's talking about his shirt. He finally has his first red shirt, and I had to buy it for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Every
the
week he
problem
shows
with
up
red?
in a new Scotty Ray.
Did you get
Shirt
it from
that
the Duluth Trading Post? Because that's all he wears. That and Carhartt.
Picking on Greg and what he wears. Hey, for the 298th time, the Mississippi Department of Transportation were down replacing, another guardrail on Highway 493 yesterday. Here we go. Each weekend it gets knocked out in that curve because of a new wreck. Cornerstone just needs to put like jumpy stuff out there in their front yard where the cars overturn in their church parking lot each week. Maybe some foam. It's tough there. Now, Stella's going to be in to talk here in just a second about some things going on. But first, we can't let you get away without trivia.
Oh, God.
All right.
How are you two?
It's easy. I love it today. 'Cause-
Yes, you're on this side.
Right.
You'll get to learn. Y'all ready?
Ready.
We're not taking score today.
I don't want to.
You're not good at...
You're not. I am.
Because y'all complain about the way that I describe things sometimes.
Well, I'm not going to know a lot about the subject matter typically, but I can do this one. So this is 1775. This is was established by the government to move letters around.
And what is the name of that agency?
To move letters around.
Yeah, from one person to another. You know, you can go check the box outside of you.
Oh, the USPS?
Yeah.
Yes, if we go there, the post office was established
All right,
today.
I'm not good at the question. I don't like this game.
And that
I'm
that
petitioning
rumor about
for it
it
to be
being Paul
removed.
Revere
She's moving
delivering the
around over there
first
like she's playing
letter is not
charades or
true.
something.
Do what now?
She's moving around like she's playing charades or something over there.
I know. I talk with my hands.
You know, you'd be shocked as to how many people do use. I'm a hand man.
Okay.
Hush. I get
a little awkward.
Did y'all see that? I saw it. Yeah. There's many other people that do that too. 1863, I've watched one or two movies about this guy. It would all happen in Texas, and he waited for the exact moment to move in to take out a guy named Santa Anna. Am I giving any good hints here?
That's the Alamo.
Well, it's close there. Santa Anna had tore it up, but there was a guy chasing him for that reason. They ended up naming a big old city after him after he made that mark, and it was on that spot. It's a big city now.
It's where
Houston,
Meridian flies to.
General Houston.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. Sam Houston passed
very
away
good.
on this date. Back in 1863, as the war between the states were beginning, his life ended there. And boy, he sure brought Texas on it. But if you've ever watched that movie about him, he really paced it. And when the time was right, divided his troops and went in and got Santa Anna. Am I not mistaken that they spanked him when they arrested him? They put him over a hickory and spanked him. Santa Anna.
I believe you.
Where's Anthony when you need backup?
Hey, I got one right. Put that down.
Let's move forward here and
steal
see
it.
what happened. This is a moment.
Of course.
I've done this in honor of Greg today. And Greg brought this up. I did not know this, but this guy was teaching at Ole Miss when he got this job. He was teaching kids how to act in Mississippi, and he got a phone call that said, "You need to come on back to Hollywood, and we're going to move over to Georgia to do a little filming." And we got this, and he was the first couple of episodes. He was a big, tall man, and then pretty soon we would realize he was just the boss's stool pigeon and did what he wanted. Any guesses? Had a dog that rode around with him in his patrol car. Roscoe.
And of course, we have to use a picture.
Well, I mean, it was just, you have to have this picture of Daisy.
Of course, she has
In
to
there.
be here every Friday.
If you remember, he bends over to pick the poster up and she kicks
Roscoe
it.
He falls
Peak
and
Train.
he shoots at her, yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
It was the first time we saw the shorts, actually.
She's not watched much of culture.
I can tell.
television.
I don't watch TV.
No.
Oh, it's wonderful. You should do it more
This is a
often.
classic.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it, but
So-
it's not like, I mean, I haven't turned on the TV in a long time.
Well, this has been off the air for 25, 30 years.
Probably a good 25 years.
At least. So who's your favorite character? Let's play who's your favorite character on the Dukes.
I don't know. Boss Hog? I like
I like
Boss Honey.
Roscoe.
Roscoe
Yeah.
was pretty good. And I take it that everybody at this point has seen the new Trump Dukes of Hazzard thing, to where Roscoe is Biden. Have y'all seen this?
I hadn't seen
No.
that.
No, I haven't.
No, I missed
It
that.
is the funniest. Trump is Bo, Vance is Luke, Melania is Daisy, and then you've got.
I try not to watch anything
They were-
with Biden in it.
It's funny.
They were
but he
really
makes a
saying-
Roscoe.
They were really targeting your demographic when they made that.
Do you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's go back and take one more look before we move to the next slide of
And
Daisy.
just one
One
more.
more look at Daisy.
Yeah, I feel better about this now.
I bet. Golly.
Stella, you're almost doing good over there.
Almost.
Let's see here.
I don't know who this is.
You don't? You ever heard of a song called Uncle Cracker redone his song?
Okay, follow me.
Debbie Gray.
No.
Debbie Gray.
Okay, look at her. All right.
Look at here, Dobie Gray. Drift Away was
Give
his
her
big
one.
song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gets a point there. Dobie Gray and Drift Away.
Write that down.
1942
Berry
was
two,
it.
Stella one.
Yep.
This guy
I know
would
this guy.
only a mother could love.
Bless it. Well,
I mean, really. I mean, do you find him as attractive as
he's got a big mouth.
huge
He's
mouth?
got a big mouth.
Big
singer.
lips. Big lips.
Oh, Mick Jagger.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. When you say big lips, there's one guy
That's
that we're
it.
talking about. That's him.
Okay. So we're tied, Barry.
Is that not the face of only a mother could love?
I'm sure he's a really nice guy.
He's got
That's-
some pretty babies.
Yeah,
His
he-
children
he
are
does?
gorgeous. Mick Jagger, yeah.
Who's his daughter?
Yes. Oh, I don't know. I've just seen pictures of him. He's got children with Jerry Hole She
worked down at the diner, or where's she working?
I don't know where she works.
All right.
I don't
We've
know her.
identified Stella's like depth of
She
knowledge
knows this
is really.
She's on this.
His
Let's
is
see.
Daisy Duke and country music,
Yeah.
and yours is Mick Jagger.
This was Sylvester Stallone was in the movie along with Morgan Freeman. It was a bunch of washed up. What was that? Code Red.
Gosh.
She was a very beautiful woman during her day, and
I think she's beautiful now.
right. But I'm saying she was like a starlet in the early years, and then she's still holding steady. But I can't remember that. What was the show that Sylvester and all them were in, to where they were a bunch of criminals and they do one last crime together?
Oh my gosh.
It's had something like Red in it. Code something.
I cannot get. I cannot get the name.
Is it Oceans?
No, that was Ocean's 11.
Okay.
Red.
It's a good
Austin
show.
says.
Oh, okay. It's just red.
Good guess.
Yeah, Jerry Hall was an urban cowboy. Who's Jerry Hall again?
She's a supermodel.
Oh.
She was also
What
Mick
part?
Jagger looked good enough to get a supermodel.
Well, it's called He's Got Money.
yeah.
It's
You think
amazing.
that had anything to do with
I'm
it?
telling you, every
She
lottery
would've
winner has a
married
hot
him.
girlfriend within 2 hours.
She was in.
She would have married him.
Sure.
I want to say she was in Batman too.
But let's go back to the important movie that she may or may not have been in, Urban Cowboy. What'd she play in that?
I don't know. I don't remember her from that one.
Interesting there. All right, who we're talking about now is none other than this beautiful lady, Helen
Mirren.
Marion.
Mirren.
Right.
She played the Queen too.
She's the queen in what something? What
I'm
queen?
bringing Stella back to play
This
with me.
trivia.
Do teams.
Barry, you got a good partner.
I am a wealth of useless knowledge. Like seriously.
She was, I can't name any of the movies that Helen's been in, but I've seen them walking by television.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best I could put that.
She was in a really good one with Robert Redford. I cannot remember the name of that movie, but it was...
Wasn't the Electric Horseman.
No,
I don't
this
remember
is...
seeing her in that.
Golly. Robert Redford was her husband, and he got kidnapped. Like he was somebody's boss or something. You just have to say The Clearing.
Nikki Gilly said that Robert Redford
Clearing.
needed an overhaul, if y'all remember that famous
great
song.
Did you watch TV prior to getting corner? Because you ain't got time to watch TV.
The only thing I know this woman ever done was she made it to a box of cereal one time.
She's an ice skater and an Olympian.
Yeah, that's all we can tell you about her. She was born in 1956.
Her haircut's
1956.
famous.
Yeah,
her
yeah.
haircut's kind of famous.
It is?
Bob
Yeah.
Dorothy Hamill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who in the world?
How did you know that?
Because she's about my mom's age, so
And
with the
haircut,
haircut, yeah.
Is that a thing?
That little
like
bob,
the Hamill
Yeah.
haircut?
Yes, that was a big thing back then.
Really?
Yes, everybody had her haircut. My mom had her haircut.
We had a
I think my mom still has her haircut.
These guys don't look like they know a whole lot about hair. You know what I mean?
what that we know one style, Farrah Fawcett hair.
Yeah.
If you ain't got that, we don't know it.
So next week, Stella's going to have to come to help Julie over here to be
Yeah.
Greg because
I'm shocked. This is
Why are you shocked?
She's good at this.
Why is that shocking?
But I mean, she's so good at it. All right, let's move along. See what else she knows here.
Okay. Don't give me no history questions because
No, this
I've
is
House of
bombed.
Cards.
House
of Cards.
President.
The president?
was whipped first, and then
He's almost broke
works
now
his way.
from all the lawsuits.
Kevin Spacey.
yes.
He was one of my favorite actors. I loved
that
House
right?
of Cards
Yeah, that's
too.
right.
I'm not keeping up, Barry, so don't worry about it.
Kevin Spacey. I read an article this morning where he's broke. You know, he's been sued by every.
Yeah, because he's a
man.
pervert. He's a pervert,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that was heartbreaking to me because I
I
love
didn't know
Kevin
any of that. I was
Spacey.
watching House of Cards.
My
there,
favorite
and
movie was,
interesting scene, and there came
The
this
Usual Suspects.
new scene right in the middle of
Yeah.
House of Cards, and I went
There's a big twist in it.
click, and I never turned it back on after
Well,
that.
I quit watching it.
Yeah.
It got to that scene,
There
and
to
then-
the end. His real life issues were in the movie.
Yeah,
Best way to
okay.
say
that
it.
is the
Okay.
best way to
Wow.
say it.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't go
Or
back.
not the movie, the show.
But you know, when the show started out, it's a guy that's trying to be president, and the behind the scene things that they will do a politician to get a vote.
I did watch
Yeah.
House of Cards. I like stuff like that, like House of Cards.
Did you see that
Scandal,
reporter
stuff
get
like
pushed
that.
in front of the
Yeah.
train when she
Yes.
didn't do what he wanted?
Yeah.
Well, you know what's so scary about that is like art imitating life or life imitating art. You know what I mean? Let's say like these things actually happen. I
I
believe.
think it was based on true things that went on in Washington.
Yeah.
It started out that movie in Great Britain, and then it was moved here.
Okay.
But
I didn't know that.
still, Yeah. What movies?
Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality.
And she
gosh.
was also in. No, she wasn't.
Miss Congeniality.
Do you know that movie?
Sandra Bullock.
Yep.
Yeah, Sarah Bullock.
Yeah. There she is. She is a pretty girl, but she was very tomboyish in that show.
Yeah.
That was what she was, an FBI agent.
Or
Yeah.
And really
and they had to
quickly.
make her beautiful.
Yeah, that was fun. I like
And
that's a
Speed.
classic.
Speed was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in that one.
Yeah. And she was in that movie, what was it, where they couldn't talk, they couldn't say anything.
The phone booth? No.
Oh yeah, the blind where she was like blindfolded.
Yes.
I never watched it, but I know the one you're
That's a
talking
good
about.
movie.
Kanye's wife, maybe? She can't say anything. Trying to get to the bottom of things here over
Maybe
here.
she's shy.
This guy, transporter is the best way I know to describe him. He could drive a car better than anybody I've seen. We love those movies, and it's kind of don't think it could happen.
Ricky Bobby.
He also would be in The Mechanic. He would be in Death. What was that in the prison?
I wouldn't know that. I mean,
Where they done the thing to where the prisoners drove the car in the race, Death Race. He was in that. He's kind of one of the bad boys of movies today. Jason Statham.
Oh.
He'd done that movie
yeah,
Home that was based in Louisiana. One of the best I've seen.
Home.
Check
Home.
that out. Based in Louisiana. I liked it a whole lot. Where he retires from.
I'll put that on my list.
I'm not lying. It's good. 1968, we would all be saved by one of the greatest songs that was put into a movie.
I love this.
A guy named Tom T. Hall would write the song, all about a mother that got a letter in the mail and she
From
comes
the
home.
PTA.
Yes, sir. And then I Dream of Jeannie would have to play the part because they had to have a woman that would really fit it, that could wear a short
Harper
skirt.
Valley PTA.
Jeannie C. Riley.
Jeannie. Oh.
She recorded
Okay.
it today.
Today.
Y'all remember. But it's Harper Valley PTA is a song. Tom T. Hall wrote it, and the rest is so
Great
to
song.
history. You know that sound of that song when it hits that moment.
I love
Yeah.
it.
And how could a man write that? Makes you wonder, like Chris Christopherson, take the ribbon from your hair.
He's
And
gonna
then
start singing.
Prince wrote Nothing
Shake It
Compares to You.
Loose.
That was
Yeah.
a great song.
Okay, and I need to stop, I guess.
That's Scotty Ray's old music.
1975, I even knew this. I was sitting at McDonald's parking lot in the back seat of my daddy's car, and I heard it come on the radio.
It's country, and you knew it.
No, this is not.
It's not country.
Oh,
I'm
it's not
sorry.
country at all.
I know.
It was called "Do the Hustle." Anybody remember this?
Oh, yeah.
It was number one in 1975. If y'all, Van McCoy was his name.
I keep this one on repeat. This is what I listen to.
Do the Hustle.
every day.
Really?
Yes. No.
You ever heard it, Barry?
I was one when he made that.
Oh, so I got
Yeah.
a couple more years on you.
Yep.
Am I feeling like the oldest person in the
Have you
room or
turned
what?
50 yet? When did you turn 50?
March.
It's just now.
You're older
that you,
than me.
It's just now hitting there.
you just now hit you.
She's trying to figure out if he's older than she is over there. We go
He's
back
older
to
than me.
a girl named
He's older.
Ellen. She would be one of the little famous little girls.
I loved her role in this movie.
Yeah.
The little girl in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Y'all remember her?
Oh,
That's Eddie's
Oh, yeah.
cousin Eddie's daughter. That's
Oh,
her
yeah,
all
she was
grown
so
up on the
cute.
left there.
I've never watched that.
what?
Do
What?
I'm even offended.
Very.
That's one of the
I don't
best.
watch much TV.
You need to go home tonight and watch that one.
That
That
one's a good one. It's got a lot of classic lines in it.
it does. Just bring him
I
on
love
over.
that movie. It's not Christmas until you watch that movie.
Right. I agree.
with that. This is probably one of the worst duets, but it did go number one only because it had two famous people in it. It was bad.
Islands in the Stream.
Yeah, that was bad too.
A duet that had two famous
It would
people.
have Clint Eastwood in it and Merle Haggard, and they done a song, a duet together. And of
Oh,
course,
gosh.
Clint,
I'll never
I
get
don't think
this
I've ever
one.
heard this.
I'll never get this one.
Clint could not sing anything, so he just had to speak his part in
Okay.
it. Just like, go ahead and make my day. Anybody remember the song,
No.
We're Barroom Buddies?
Nobody remembers
no.
it.
It was from Bronco Billy. I mean, come on.
Never seen that.
Never have seen that.
Where he had the circus and he went around and done all that for the kids. Bronco Billy. He could
I've never seen
twirl.
that. Nope.
All right, next question.
Man, y'all just deflated my
I'm sorry.
balloon.
Well,
Barroom Buddies. Hey, I saw this as a kid. I remember watching this, and I don't know if y'all remember or not. It was a movie in 1985 that came out. It was good. Two guys racing, And, chicken to the edge of the cliff, and you're supposed to jump out your car. Mm-hmm. Except his arm got hung and he couldn't get loose, and he...
Rebel Without a Cause.
Heavenly Kid.
Oh,
did you
my
see
gosh.
that?
Yes, I did. I did watch that when I was a kid.
And as he goes over the cliff, he didn't know that he was soon to be a father, and he comes back from heaven to give advice.
Yeah, you've never...
No.
That's a good one.
That really was a good show.
It was.
If you have time on the weekend. Chevy Chase would also make
don't have any of
another
that.
movie on this date in 1985 that would be released. It was really good.
I liked this one too.
Which one?
Caddyshack.
No, that was before that. That was in the 70s.
Not the Christmas Vacation, but the you remember when they're
the European
hotel,
vacation.
and they had the rental
Video
car
When
and
they drove around Big Ben
Yeah.
for like
You
a
do
day.
remember the video scene with that, right? To where he does a video and the camera gets stolen, and his wife is all of a suddenly a movie star in the wrong ways.
I remember.
Do you know, Barry?
I ain't got a clue.
Stella, did you know that?
No.
Okay, we'll
I
just
don't
leave
remember
alone.
that one.
Since me and you are the only one in the room that know what happened. 1986, this guy burst onto the country music scene first by digging up a few bones, and well, he made an offer, and he says, but on the other hand, I can't do that.
You said it.
There's a golden ring. I
Randy
did.
Travis.
I let it slip out there, but
Yeah.
man, was that not the best there was?
Randy Travis was good.
But that's
yes.
not his real name, right?
No, his Trawick is his last name. I've seen
Okay.
his brother's arrest report a lot.
Oh.
His brother Trawick. We've all seen him sitting in the front seat of a patrol car once or twice. What'd you do with your clothes, Randy? Well, I was drunk.
Okay.
But
They done took off.
do y'all remember that in
clothes.
Texas that early morning where they caught Randy running down the road naked?
No,
He was sort of high as a Georgia pine.
Yeah, he's had a lot of trouble over the
He
years.
turned his life around, and then that's about when 3 wooden crosses came out, and
That's a good one.
then he changed his life, and then he got sick.
I
Had that
want to say
stroke.
I heard something
Yeah.
as recent as the last 5 years or so, where 5 to 10 years, where he was doing some stuff.
In a wheelchair, roll down the road.
But didn't
Before that, it was
isn't
right
the
before he
one
got
that
sick.
did the AI generated
Yes, new song
recently, where he's had the stroke, so he can't sing or record anymore.
Right.
But like they wrote a song, and then they took the artificial intelligence and put it together, and it's like his voice, and like he approves it, but it's not really him singing.
That's kind of scary. I don't like that.
As we go back to this, you won't hear this song in many redneck pickup trucks sitting at a Sonic drive-through. It's more of a soccer mom thing that come along during the early 2000s, this group. Would you classify it as that?
Yeah.
You just don't hear it at a red light.
It's not a classic, but it's a sweet song. But these guys are it's a band that
And of course, what's
they
his
sort
name
of
was...
look like Backstreet Boys, but country.
And you get into this, and if y'all all remember, what's his name, John from Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy? Mm-hmm. They get a record deal. They find out they get it, and they fire him. I mean, the day that it happens, they fire him as lead singer. And he forevermore has a bone to pick with them, and they hire a new lead singer and get a thing. And in the end, he's so much bigger than they are now, it's not even funny. As Lone Star had my front porch looking in.
Lone Star.
See, they just didn't look country. They
did
They're not.
But that during that time, that would have been real.
Something that a redneck
Popular.
wouldn't listen to at a red light.
Right.
If you've got nothing better to do, like Terry Clarke sang,
It's a good song.
yeah. This girl scared me when she's passed away, but I didn't. Me and her music did not. And then one day she wakes up and thinks, "Hey, it's a great day to shave my head," and she did it. And
Britney Spears.
Sinead,
Sinead O'Connor. Oh, you said she died. Never mind.
yes, she passed away.
I was just thinking Britney Spears because she just like randomly
She
shaved her
did that
head.
too.
She did.
I never understood this girl's music. It was not my thing. But she was big at one time. Sinead.
There's only a couple of songs. I mean, besides Nothing Compares to You that I've even heard of hers. So.
Yeah.
She looked rough in that picture.
Yeah, and that was during her prime. She was all over that. All throughout the city of Meridian, y'all look out for this as we've posted this several times of things that are going on that's in the middle of the street. They're everywhere. Here's one there where streets are blocked. They're working on the sewer system. So if you're downtown, drive slower.
They just finished that up in Quitman.
Y'all had the same thing?
Oh, yeah.
So something to keep up. Stella is in with us. We've got a couple of questions for her next, as she is now our Lauderdale County coroner, the first one out of the family for the first time in like 60 years.
Yeah. First coroner that's not a cobbler.
Yeah. And we're beginning to think that you might be, well, a stepchild. Is that what happened there?
That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like sometimes. Redheaded stepchild.
We'll be right back. We've got more coming up in the Scotty Ray Report.
I'm Alan Hunt at Meridian Cycles, and let me tell you about some of the great deals we have this month. We have up to $3,000 rebates on side-by-sides. We have up to $1,000 rebates on four-wheelers, as well as 0% interest. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North right here in Meridian, or give us a call at 601-485-8700. Ask for Alan or Mike Boswell. We'll be glad to help you. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPel windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Julia, as a lot of our cast that is normally here on Friday have the day off.
They're all
enjoying
sunning
the
on
beach.
the beach.
Enjoying it.
We got a live picture of them. Greg.
Hey, it's Greg. Look, okay.
And I hate to say it, but this is right next to Greg's fireworks stand, is where this was. Mount Horeb Road. If you're missing your piggy, we have found him. He was seen walking in the street several times yesterday.
Craig, get back at the house and put a shirt on, for goodness sake.
As we mentioned, Stella is our special guest in this morning. And
I thought Barry was the special guest.
Well, he is too, as we look at that.
Y'all are both special.
Special in your own ways. You've got
I've been told that a time or two. Yeah.
Just a time or two?
Yeah.
The man that runs Clarke County behind the scenes. That's him. He often, he did there for about 6 months, had the same job that you did. You got a little overwhelmed and had a heart attack. Yep. And you had to give up one of your jobs, and it was coroner because you didn't want to be your own patient.
I didn't want to do that, but I took the doctor's advice and had to let something go. So the main goal is to get to retirement and get a check. So I had to resign, and I done that in a timely way that they didn't have to have a special election. It cost the county more money. So they just put it on the ballot in November.
There it is, and it was best.
Yes.
You were working both ends of the candles and sideways.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes you have to, and it takes somebody strong to go, hey, I've overdone it, and it's time to step back, and we appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
And Stella, you're here. You are the new elected coroner of Lauderdale County. And
I feel like it's new at this point.
Well, we're 6 months?
7.
7.
Yeah, it's the
7
end of
months.
July,
Oh, boy. And with that
And July's
being said,
almost over.
With that being said, goes with what you're here to talk about. You feel that and correct me if I'm wrong, you feel that you have not gotten the proper equipment to be able to
It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, and it's like, I wake up every day and my goal is to do my job and do my job well. And, to not have the resources that I need, or to, just be made to feel like it's just not that important.
All right. When you say you don't have the resources, let's dig deeper into that. What is it that you don't have? Now, in the past.
Well, I didn't have an office, but
you have an office
thanks
yet?
to Ward Calhoun offering, a space temporarily until we can figure out some things, which,
So
we'll
what's
see.
been going on with your office? As we know, Clayton was at Metro.
Out of Metro, yeah. So they cleaned out a storage room at the sheriff's department. So that's where my office is now. And I have a desk, and I have a printer, and I have a file cabinet and a stapler. I got, just the basic office things that I need.
So you've been working out of your car up until How long?
From my
ago?
kitchen counter until I moved in probably 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
You know, just getting all the office furniture and stuff in there. And
So what is the long-term plans for an office? Will you stay there, or is the county going to do something?
well, I'm sure eventually they're going to want that storage room back. You know, that's kind of their space. So,
So in my next question, is they going to put a cooler and this be inside the sheriff's department? What are you doing with when someone's deceased?
well, they're still going to the morgue at Metro. So that's still there, but that morgue is very outdated and small. It's very small. So, you know, to have something that could accommodate if we had a natural disaster or, you know, some multiple victim situation, you know, we would be in a mess if that happened right now.
So there's nowhere in the brand new courthouse for an office?
Oh no.
How many million was that?
Everybody in there.
68 million?
Yeah.
No office.
Everybody already is squoze in there, so there's not a whole lot of room for anything. Huh?
What do you pick up in?
I'll drive my vehicle.
So this would be the next question, and we have to just say it the way it is, how are bodies being picked up?
Well, if they're not picked up by the funeral home, so like yesterday I had to go to the prison. I have to call the funeral homes now
All
so
right,
that they can.
There, the average person, which I wouldn't know until since I've been doing what I do now, how is this done in Clarke County? Let me ask you that.
Well, we have a van. The coroner has a van we can pick up in, or they can pick up in. If you go to a call and there's not a funeral home preference, we haul the remains back to the funeral home has a cooler,
right?
And we use that cooler until the family figures out what they want to do.
And in Lauderdale County, how is it done?
I have to call a funeral home. Funeral home will come get them and take them to the morgue for me.
All right. Is there a charge for that?
Absolutely. It's $400 every time I have to call the funeral home. So that's their typical transport pickup and fee for the.
All right. In the past, when the cobblers ran it, was there a charge involved with this?
No, because, you know, that was the precedence that Clayton set years ago was Metro would do the deceased transport. And since they're going back there anyway, you know, they would just do that. But that has been stopped. So now I have to call the funeral homes, which.
So who is paying for the $400? At the end of the day, who pays for this transportation?
The county. When I call the funeral home, I just ask them to come pick up and send a bill to the county for $400 because that's their removal fee. That's what they charge families for a removal. So that's what's fair.
And the whole time you're waiting,
I'm waiting. Yes.
You're there waiting on them to come pick up the body.
Yes.
So where if the coroner had its own van, you could make this quickly and which gets into and you know I don't want to get morbid on anybody, but if you've ever been in a situation where you have someone pass away, it's a somber moment, and the longer this goes on, it could take 2 hours or wait time could be anything, could it not?
For the funeral homes?
Yeah, for somebody to come by the time you reach somebody.
Yeah, like I had a situation where, you know, I went to the scene, there was one deputy there and we couldn't find the next of kin, so I had to call the funeral home. Well, in the meantime, I had to leave. So I had to ask the deputy to stay. So that was a deputy that was not doing
his job.
He wasn't able to do his job because somebody had to stay with the body and I had another call to go to. So, it's just.
Now, have you asked for these? Let me ask that. Have you went and asked for this stuff before the board? Or who is it that you go to?
The board is who would approve. So.
Who is the board, I guess is what I'm asking.
The board of supervisors.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and.
Have you had any of the supervisors reach out to you to talk to you about this? Yes or no?
One. I had one.
Do you want to call him by name?
Don't make her do that.
I'm just asking because I think most people want to know who's doing what. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine.
Well, I
don't make her do that.
Okay.
Do
if you
not
don't want to answer it, don't answer it.
Okay. So yeah, a vehicle is definitely something that is a resource that all coroners in all counties, I feel like the ones that I've spoken to have. I've been told I'm not getting approved for that right now.
Why?
I don't know, but I'm not being approved for one.
So the sheriff gave you an office space in the sheriff's office as a temporary office, and the county didn't let. I mean, the board, the supervisors didn't give you one. The sheriff had to do it, and so now you don't have a vehicle you can pick up and transport.
Even if I don't pick up and transport, I still got to go to these calls, and I've put on my vehicle, I have put 4,000 miles one way because that's how I do my mileage. So if I'm at my house and I got to go all the way to Collinsville, that's going to be about 20 miles. So that's what I put down as my mileage. But I still got to come back 20 miles home.
Right.
You know, so that's a lot of miles to pick on a vehicle.
That's not counting the
and it had my vehicle now has 199,542 miles. That's what it.
That's not counting the places you have to go for your continued education, because you're required to go to get their
Yeah, I mean,
their
I'll put
hours.
that on my mileage too. I mean, I had to go over there for autopsies, so I put that on. I did do round trip on that one. But I don't know. Like, I love my car, and I don't want to run it in the ground. So.
Well, let me ask this, because, and again, these questions I don't know the answer to. This is just coming for what's popping in my mind, what I'm seeing here along with this. Is this money in the budget already to get these supplies to you? Do you know the answer to that? Or is it something that's not in the budget, that's above and beyond, and they're scrambling trying to find money? What is the answer to that? Do you know?
It should be in the budget. I mean, there's the coroner's budget is quite large, you know, just to make sure that there's plenty of funds there for autopsies and, you know, vehicles and office supplies and whatever. So there's a lot of years that the budget was what it was, but Clayton didn't use every bit of it. So there should be money there to buy a vehicle. I mean, I'm not a financial person, but the way it was explained to me is that they can break it down. They can take it from each year's budget. They don't have to just say, here's, you know, $100,000 for this. They can take it out of.
Now, and again, I ask these questions because I don't. What were you told when you said I need a vehicle? What was the words that came back to you? Is it not on the agenda, or what was said?
All I was told was it's not going to be approved.
Who said that to you? A supervisor?
No, purchasing. Stephanie in purchasing had, you know, she had told me. She said, "Well, these are the specs for the vehicle. This is what we're looking at. This is what I'm turning in." I said, "Okay, great, thank you." And then
I guess what I'm getting at is the proper people aware that you don't have this, or is this someone below them answering for them?
I think everybody.
Do you feel like every supervisor is fully aware of?
They all
issue?
know. I mean,
Okay.
they all know that I need a vehicle. I would imagine.
I'm assuming all of them have county vehicles.
I don't know. I'm too busy working
I think supervisors
to worry
have
about
county
what they
vehicles.
got.
I think so. Now, and as always, I'm fair now. If you're watching your supervisor, you are more than welcome to come on the show and let's talk about this. I think it does need to be straightened out.
Well, it sounds like the dynamic is much different than when Clayton, for years, and he had a dual role doing Metro, and so there's a new set of needs, is what it sounds like. That
Yes.
the dynamic has changed, and look, I've worked in these offices before, and it's sounds really easy. Go buy her a car, like easy peasy, and it's just not always that simple. But I'm confident that that the supervisors will work to make sure that the taxpayers get what they're paying for.
As I look at this, we're in this 7 months, and I want y'all to think about this. This could be your mother, this could be your father that is deceased that needs to be handled with the utmost care. This is not like any other job there is. Death is I can't even come. I'm trying to, Barry, you've been around this all your life. How am I trying to word this? It's delicate. It's
a real sensitive situation when somebody dies, and you want to get there, take care of it in a way that helps the family get through the process.
Oh.
Okay. If that's at home, at a wreck, or a nursing home, or whatever. Take, for instance, if you have a wreck on the interstate, Okay, the coroner has to go. If she had her own ride or transport vehicle, she gets the bodies there instead of having to wait for a funeral.
Right, which takes longer.
Well, there's a lot of times too, Metro's on scene.
Well, there you got the highways closed. All these things factor in. That the highways closed, traffic's delayed, just because you're waiting on somebody to come transport. And if you had your own transport vehicle, you would solve that. And I understand why they don't want the ambulance, because it ties an ambulance up, but they've done it in the past. So,
yeah, what was given the reason of that? As you mentioned in the beginning of this, Metro did it for 20, 25 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Or longer. What was the reason given that Metro is no longer going to transport some when they're already there at this point and we don't have a vehicle to move them? Why is that stopped?
Well, I was told because it was affecting their 911 calls. But they have non-emergency transport. They have people that's what they do is they drive.
And did it affect this before you got the job?
No.
Let me ask that.
No, not that I'm aware of. Not that I've ever heard. And
Have you spoke with Clayton on this? You're the former coroner. Have you had a chance to talk with him about this?
About them not transporting?
Right.
Yes. I mean, of course, I can't believe they're not going to transport for me anymore. But, I mean, he's just kind of like, I don't know why. I don't know why they won't. So that's just the situation that we're in. So,
are you getting ink pens?
I have ink pens.
I want to make sure we're getting.
Oh, you mean coroner ink pens?
Yes. Are you getting ink pens and supplies that you need?
Yes, I do. Stephanie
you can
has
go to Marion
got
tomorrow.
Who's that in the back? Oh, it's just coroner.
Even get a backpack. Stephanie got me set up with all of literally a stapler, tape, paper, pens. Everything I need.
I know you and I had talked one time before in the early stage of this, before you got an office, to where some locations were being chosen, and you said, would you go there if you were a lady at 2 a.m.? And my answer was no.
No.
Well, in Clarke County, the coroner always worked basically from home. When I got elected, I asked the board, I told them I needed an office, and they accommodated.
Quickly.
Yes. I found a location in a county building. They said, okay, that's fine. Set it up. What do you need? They were accommodating. Now, I was going to have to wait for certain things for the next budget to kick in, because money wasn't there for an office, but they accommodated. I mean, it's in a county building. It's in a good place, but they need to put you somewhere that's a safe place. And the courthouse would be the place to be, in my opinion.
Well, there's not really room in the courthouse, and I feel like, especially with a job like this where you're dealing with deceased people and families and stuff, there has to be a certain amount of discretion involved in that.
People coming to your office for paperwork and just wanting to talk about certain situations, and you need a place to go to do that.
Well,
right. Is there anything that we've left off that you feel that you need to say this morning before we move on to another subject?
I mean, I don't know. I absolutely love what I do, and I'm doing it exactly how I said I would do it when I ran. And I don't know. It would be nice to have the support for the things that I need.
And keep in mind, the coroner is elected by the entire county, not a district.
Right.
It's the entire county that you're elected by. Well, we appreciate you coming in and bringing light to this. And again, I want to say this. If we've got anybody on the county side, we're fair about this. If you've got a rebuttal to this, we want to hear from you. And I'm going to reach out to supervisors and go, hey, would you like to come in and talk about this? JJ is a new elected supervisor. We'd love to hear from JJ. Josh, any of y'all that would like to come in, we'd love to hear from you, your side of this. Of maybe there's some red tape that we don't know. You'd like to know that as well.
Absolutely.
But the door is open. We're here 5 days a week. We're around town everywhere. You can't miss
all
us.
The
White
time.
Tahoe with the little things. Says Scotty Ray down the side.
Go to the board office and during the meeting, and
I've been a couple of times.
Put it on the minutes. Get it on record.
Have you got it on the minutes yet? Has this been addressed in an official meeting?
Well, I was on the agenda back in May, And then I showed up to the meeting and I was not on the agenda. I'd been taken off, and I was told I was taken off because they were waiting to get specs on a vehicle. And so
now it's July and you haven't heard back when you're on there?
Right. Well, no, that's Stephanie was doing it like the way that she said it's done. You get the quotes. Here's your 2 quotes. You present it, and then it gets approved for the
Seems
minutes.
like we
but
could find something to use in the meantime as transportation till it can be bought. There's bound to be some type of
we're
county
using a
vehicle
little
we could use.
2013 Toyota Highlander. And I do turn in mileage. I don't want anybody to think that I'm just running my car in the ground for nothing. I mean, I do turn in mileage, but if I have to go on a if I have to go on a vacation, I do need to go on a vacation one day. But if I don't have that vehicle, I'm going to have to get and do a car payment and do all that stuff, and I don't want to do that.
What's the longest time you've been on the call and had to wait?
For anything, like just the funeral home for, well, I don't know. I've been out there for a while.
What's
an hour
a
and a
while?
half to 2 hours sometimes.
Okay. So, I mean, while you're waiting, how many calls are backing up for you? Because Lauderdale County is a busy place.
Fortunately, I haven't run into that. I haven't had that happen to where I was waiting, and I can't make a call. So,
but it's bound to at some point.
It's going to, yeah.
Well, we do appreciate you coming in on
but
that.
I will say though, law enforcement is wonderful though. Like they are willing to stay and wait if I have to go, if there's something else that needs, that I need to take care of. They've been very good. Law enforcement is wonderful.
All right, we'll be right back. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 6 or more. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and so Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Julia, as we're Fridaying it. It's a little bit more serious this Friday.
The Mondayest Friday.
It is.
It's the Mondayest Friday I've had in a while.
I didn't.
And every day is Monday for me.
Maybe it's because Greg's not here.
We're
actually taking care of business.
All right. As we go to a big event that's coming up tomorrow, we pull this up to see that the FCA is having a car show tomorrow. It's going to be at the Junior College at MCC. It begins at 8. We'll run to 11 if you want to come by and see some cars. I was there last year for that. A big deal. Hope you can make it out and enjoy that. As we had the chief in, don't forget we've got that big giveaway coming up in Marion tomorrow as well. So as we get back to Harold, we hadn't talked about Harold enough today. Harold, okay?
Lord.
He need anything?
No, he's good. He is good.
How? And I. Of course, you've been through 2 administrations. Of course, you worked for Todd Kemp, the sheriff of
3.
Oh, you were with somebody else?
Right. I started when Billy Ray Evans was sheriff, and then Todd was chief deputy, and then I worked the whole time Todd was sheriff. Oh, wow. And now I'm starting my 3rd.
So how's this 3rd guy doing? Is he?
Rank them for us.
Yeah, let's rank Anthony here on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, I tell people that he's still in training. But he's doing really good. He has a servant's heart. He loves to serve the people, and he wants our county to be safe, and he wants our people to be safe. So we're just going right along and do what we do.
I know his dad better than I know Anthony, but his dad is just a wonderful
Cowboy
man.
Church there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I have to ask serious questions. Have we had any roosters get loose in Enterprise lately?
Lord, no, and I hope we do not, because that was a whole different ordeal. Yeah.
For everybody going, what are you talking? There were some chickens that got loose in Enterprise one night, and the sheriff had to respond to roosters.
Well, he responded, and
911.
there were some kids there, and he said, "Yeah, if you want them, catch them, go." Well, the next day, the guy that turned them loose started hunting his chickens. So the sheriff had to
given
go
them away?
get the chickens to make him happy.
He had to go take those chickens back from
And
those
he did
babies.
it too. He did it.
Only in Clarke County
Only in
could that
Clarke
happen.
County.
Give me back my chicken.
They made a song out of that, didn't they?
It's called "Give Me Back." Yeah,
Give me back my
that's
chicken.
the way I sang it in my head. Give me back.
Lord have mercy. Let's see what else is going on in the air. It seemed like there was another thing that I had skipped. We had a wreck yesterday. Scott County is where this would be, in Lake. As we look at this, we had an 18-wheeler overturn on the on-ramp of mile marker 96. Held up traffic for quite some time. I don't think anybody was seriously injured, but flop, it went. Did I leave off anything, Julie?
No.
You had that look like I better
No,
say
there's
something.
just a wreck on I-20.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get to that. Let's see.
No, we can just do that every day. It's easy.
You know, crimes that happen. Jackson is getting to this point, and we have areas like this in Meridian where there's a certain place, there's always something going on. It's a gas station where several people have been killed in Jackson, robberies, and they want it closed. They're saying it's just best it goes away. And I have seen, where was it?
I don't know how they stay open.
Would you go to a
I
gas?
wouldn't shop there.
No.
To where?
This gas station that in
Jackson.
Jackson.
So
Texaco on Medgar Evers Boulevard.
Oh no.
Yeah. But I go to Jackson every day, and I feel really safe in the Capitol Police District.
They're good folks
The
there.
end.
Yeah, that's the best way to word that. But we do have nightclubs in the area that it seems. It is either Vicksburg. I think it was Vicksburg
I sent you an
that shut
article,
down.
and that is something that councils can do. And there's a procedure, but you can, if a place is deemed a public safety risk and a nuisance to the public, they can be given notice and told they need security, but if the same things are happening over and over again in the same place, there is authority by city councils to shut down businesses.
Well, there you go.
Well,
They did in Vicksburg.
I hope we don't
It
have
can
to
be
go
done.
through that here.
Yeah.
All right, as we reach the end of the show, we need to do some birthday. We didn't have that many today,
I don't
did
know
you?
if I'm really bad at this or if Odie's been so bad at it that people just stopped giving. But we only have 3.
Oh, that's
Maybe,
okay.
I mean, that I
Odie's
saw.
so
So,
bad.
I apologize if I missed. But we have Steve Parker Jr., who is 39 today.
Didn't he do that song, Ghostbusters?
I don't know.
Oh, that was his first cousin, Ray.
Right.
Ray Parker Jr. did Ghostbusters.
See, I wouldn't. All of that humor is lost on me. Anyways, Eugene and Wanda Cheney, it said they're celebrating their 51st anniversary
Oh, happy
on
anniversary.
Sunday. And
I
then
think it was 57.
51st is what I had. I swear it was.
Knights? Oh, that's somebody else. Oh, that's another one.
That's another one. Ronnie and Ann Knight, 57 years. That's the one that we weren't supposed to forget, right?
Yes,
Well, I'm
yes,
glad you
57.
pointed
That's
to it.
where I got confused on
Okay.
that.
That's amazing.
And then Kevin Lee Spears is 40. So we actually had 4.
Well, congratulations. I'm going to let you close your eyes and point to the
Okay.
line. Who wins?
Kevin Lee Spears.
Congratulations. You get yourself the official Hyundai of Meridian coffee mug, Scotty Ray Report coffee mug. You can swing by and pick that up. And again, we say a special thank you to our guests that have been hiding over here in the darkness there. Chief Barry White.
This has been fun. Way more fun than those other 2 guys.
Stella.
I want to come back and do trivia.
Stella killed it on trivia.
You
I'm
did.
with you. I'm on. You need to play against Greg.
Okay.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, Greg's pretty good at it. Y'all could have a time at it.
As long as you don't hit me with history or new country music.
Well, nobody knows new
He
country
hates
because
new
nobody
country.
listens
He won't
to
do
it.
any. Yeah.
Band.
He's so
for it.
angry. Touchy subject for this guy right here, new country.
It's like my hot button. I feel like that
Because
old guy that was in the Hank Williams Jr. video with the remote.
Right.
That ain't country.
There was a song from, I don't know, 2015, 16. I don't remember who it was or what the name of the song was, but the line was, get on up here in my pickup truck and never mind my dip cup. I was like, this is country music? Like,
that boy really has.
No.
We're a long way from the backside of 30, where I skipped this month to drink this month's rent.
I feel like this shows it's 8:24.
Okay, it's time to go.
I got a nail appointment.
All right, she's telling me to hush. All right, thank y'all for coming.
She broke her nail on a broom.
Again, we have an open door to the supervisors if they would like to answer, have a rebuttal to us, as we had the coroner in with this morning. We'd love to hear from you. More on the way at the Scotty Ray Report. We'll be out and about today to let you know what goes on.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.